Greetings there. And it's that time again. And of course, there are lots of people that explore space and its effective evolution. And whether you're exploring the moon or other planets or Mars or whatnot, it does take some time to get used to the whole thing. And today we're considering Mars pia22822. And at first glance, you'll notice that there are river channels and they've been frozen over with time. And you'll notice there are some areas where there's ice and snow and curvy lines. But we're going to look at the other parts, and there's some very interesting things to explore there. And please enjoy. Evolution. And today we're on Mars PIA 22822. And this is the panorama. Now, this is supposed to be frozen streams and river channels or whatnot with these curved areas, and we'll be exploring areas in between as well. And at first glance, if we implement the various probing tools, you can see that there are some very notable designs, patterns, landforms, creations, more or less. And zooming in even adds some more detail. It makes you ask yourself, well, how were these created? And we'll be exploring various areas as we've done before with other scenarios or whatnot. I'm sure you've noticed some designs you'd like to explore further already. So let's get on with the exploration. And make a note of certain areas on this panorama, and here they are. And as we zoom in a bit, you can probably notice some remarkable items and structures all over the place. We'll call this Area 1. Have a gander at this panorama of Mars PIA 22822. It looks like a snow-covered landscape that's quite basic or whatnot, but as you experiment with the transformation gadgets, you'll be quite surprised because there do seem to be some very interesting designs that grab your attention right away, and just make your own notes right now on some of the amazing designs that might grab your attention. Chances are we have noticed the same types of features or whatnot. Bear in mind that this area here are supposed to be river channels or whatnot, frozen over with time, various types of ice and snow, and there are some marvelous designs to experiment with, and that's the whole idea. Of course, contrast and brightness gadgets. We get this, and brings out some of the details with the implementation of shadows. And also brightness around certain ridges or whatnot. And you can note that there are various designs and elevations to be noted. Quite remarkable how some structures reveal themselves to you. And of course, we must speculate on what they are, in fact. If they were created with nature's work or some other type of creation, i.e., plant creation. And these are the channels, of course, where the river would have flowed on Mars. pia22822 would be Area 1 of pia22822 on Mars. And you can notice the very remarkable linear patterns, shadows, and the uniform structure. Seems to be rising up over the surface of Mars. Is this a built structure? And zooming in a bit more, applying some probing to it. More detail. And this is part of a larger metropolis of structures all around us. Is this some type of building for something? What kind of scale would this involve? Let's note the shadow as well, indicating the symmetry in architecture. Seems to be linear wall patterns as well. Adding some filters to it to bring out some more detail possible. Darkness transformation tool to bring out dark places on your one. We develop this type of pattern. And just notice the structures around it as well. Quite uniform elevation as is part of a civilization. You see yourselves. Please use your magnifiers as well. Remarkable designs all over this. Let's notice the elevation. Look at this area here. And you can notice some globular patterns, shapes that rise up off of the surface and shapes at the top as well. Very uniform, indicative of some type of creative architecture. Shadows indicate the very organized patterns as well. And just playing around with the shadows using the probing devices, you can notice structures all over the place as well. Top of the surface, just notice this structure. Simply amazing. Just notice the detail. And look at this structure. It's a perfect circular orb type of structure attached to structures all over the place. Around it as well, notice the shadow. We'll explore this area up here. That'll be this area here. Just notice the triangular formations here. Could these be vehicles or whatnot? Objects rising up off of the surface? Are these connected to demonstrate somewhat as well. Is it a manufacturing type of area or not? Just notice these structures. And applying the transformation devices to this area, you can see there is some more detail. There's linear tubes or whatnot rising up off the surface, structures underneath, connected to various parts. Another triangular device or structure here as well. Are these planned creations or whatnot? And after going over this panorama of Mars pia22822, I'm sure you're overwhelmed or whatnot. And of course, those structures and the designs, and symmetry, and the like do imply some very civilized planning or whatnot. And of course, it does take time to get used to what you're exploring. And some people do have shows on their exploration objects or whatnot. And of course, whether you've been doing this type of thing for years or a few minutes or whatnot, it does take some time to, for one, get organized or whatnot, and then to come up with your ideas or whatever. And there are many things to consider when you're exploring space. And of course, this is just a humble version. It's kind of a hobby job or whatever you'd like to call it. But please keep up with your exploration. Don't lose any sleep over it. And hopefully your neighbors won't bother you too much. You know what I mean? And there's always people who'll give you encouragement, and there are also critics, and there's always reasons for things. But keep up with your space exploration, and please enjoy. Until next time, thank you for your time.